I see what time it was. Man, yo,
No position in American sports feels the pressure
I was
or the weight of
10:30.
their
I was
shoulders
off that
like
motherfucker.
a quarterback. Hopes and dreams of an entire fan base of teams ride
I
on whether
don't think
their
you remember
signal
that
caller
correctly.
can lead them to glory. And boy, what a matchup of two elite dudes we have in this one.
Shit, you
Hello,
sure?
everyone, and welcome to the home of the USC
I
Trojans
got
in
in at
storied
9:30.
Los Angeles Coliseum.
Nah, I'm gonna let you
As
slide
we'll
on
see,
that
the
one. I
national
know what
champions
happened.
from last year, the
I know what
Miami
happened.
Hurricanes, taking on the 25th ranked team in the land, the USC Trojans.
I know what happened.
College football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and
I'm
Jesse
just saying I
Palmer.
know what
Guys,
happened.
let's get this thing started.
Nah, for real, I do. I do. Nah, real talk, I do. I do. I went to sleep late as fuck. I was on the game. You know what I'm saying? Like,
And the Trojans will kick it away to start.
you was right. Okay.
And it'll
The
come out to the
absolutely
25,
not.
no attempt at a
Absolutely
return.
not the first time. Nah, hell no. Hell no, not the first time. Nah, it was not the first time. Bogus. Bogus.
This is what we expect.
Then I told you that you was right.
To make its presence known.
I said that plenty of
To the
times.
ground with the back.
Well, that guy is so quick coming out of his stance.
Oh,
Do
you
see how
trying to get his
fast he got to the
specifics.
ball
Like, I've
carrier?
been told
Get
you
that
you was
tackle
right.
for
Like, I
lost
say that
spot.
shit on the regular. Like, you kidding me? Yeah, I know you just talking. I know it.
Didn't get much done on that.
Shit, I
first
tell you
play of
that
the
shit
drive.
often.
Second down
Like,
line. To the air, it's Dampier. Makes the catch. And a good job of coverage
man.
by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Offenses don't like being in these situations. They don't like having little success on first and second down because now you know I got to pass the football. I got to air it out. It makes me really comfortable. So let's make sure you take care of the football and find those plays you really like.
Breaks away in the middle. And they'll bring him down after the long completion. A chunk play for the offense. The Canes have it with a 1st and 10. He'll keep it himself. Breaks into the open. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy 1st down pickup for the offense moving forward now.
Touchdown, Canes. Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone. Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. You want to talk about a great way to start the game and set the tone early.
It's so nice to have a quarterback just get himself into the game and get himself established. You make a couple throws, you lead your offense down the field, you score right off the bat. Could not have been a better start for that QB.
Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. To the air on 1st down. Catch in the middle. It's Matthews. And he's got enough for the 1st down. It'll be at the 35. The Trojans want to move quickly.
Not wasting any time. You just watch the opponent go down on their first drive and score a touchdown. So right away, you're aggressive. You're throwing the football on your first play of the game, and you're getting a nice completion. Really nice job.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. Defense a little too eager on that last one, and now it's 1st and 5. Here comes the heat. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Couldn't make the connection on 1st down. Now here on 2nd. Looking to throw, it's Mayava. They're working that left side. And the Trojans come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Looking to throw again. Fires to the wideout. Working on the right. Knocked down immediately, but a big gain down to the 45.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on 3rd down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is, and you saw it right there on that play.
Wants to go up top. Unloads to the wideout. Finds a man in the middle. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And that's a great example of this quarterback having intense confidence in his own arm talent. That was not an easy window to throw into, but he had the ability, and he knew it.
Pulled down at the 29 after getting 5. Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. Looking to fire. Grab near the marker. It's Jordan. And the defense able to drag him down, but not before. They'll recycle that down marker. From the 22 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. It's complete. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
Man, it's so important when you play QB. I got to know when to put some air on it, and I got to know when to rocket that thing in there. Work in the middle of the field. He knew he needed the rocket. Threw it in there. Great job, great catch.
Got his man on the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Trying to pick up a 1st down.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch, and he went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the defense.
They make the stop, but not before he sets them up with a 1st and goal from the 10. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He'll be brought down at the 5-yard line, and this defense is on its heels. We've reached a break, and Miami is holding on to the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the 2nd quarter. They'll try to open the quarter by cashing in on this big opportunity deep in the red zone. Back to throw, it's Mayava. Pocket breaking down. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And I really like the decision by the quarterback there. And listen, it's early in the downs. Like, don't force it. Don't make a turnover. He tucks it, get what you can get, and then live to play the next down. I like that execution by the QB.
Wants to fire it in the end zone on 3rd and goal. Intercepted. They were back in their own end, and they stopped the drive. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
And you don't see this very often. The big defensive linemen, you see these guys rush the quarterback most of the time, but how confusing is it, Palmer, when it looks like they're rushing, they drop in coverage and make the big interception?
Well, I don't think that quarterback thought he could even make the play. How about the eye-hand coordination and his ability to snatch the football out of the air? I mean, that was crazy athleticism, well-deserved. That's going to make the highlight reel for sure.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on 1st down and set up a short yardage on 2nd down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on 2nd down.
To the air on 2nd down. Caught near the sticks. It's Lyle. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot it at the 37.
I just love quarterbacks that aren't greedy and that aren't always trying to throw the home run ball, right? 2nd down, you're in your own end of the field. The guy you want to throw to is not open. Just find the back. He'll go do something positive with it. This guy is a weapon, and you got to find him in the passing game.
How about this offense? They're rolling. They got a couple 1st downs together. Defense. Next, what's your response? What do you got? You got to make some adjustments here.
Gives it on the option. They'll rip off 8 on that play. It's 2nd and 2.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on first down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Canes with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. They'll go with a direct snap. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Well, this running back has been the only guy, obviously, who's touched the ball these first 2 plays. He's looked pretty good. I think it's safe to say everybody in the stadium here on third down expecting him to get the ball again.
And the Hurricanes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. They'll try to run for it. They'll pick up enough yardage for the first down. They've got it at the 30.
And that's a nice third down conversion for this offense. And I tell you what, the struggle for this offense has been stringing those first downs together. They're not in the top 50 in college football in first downs. They'll get one and then they kind of stall. Let's see if they can put multiple first downs together. Get one of those long drives going.
Caught near the sidelines. Will pick up a few before going out of bounds.
And you can tell they set up the screen action, but how about the ability to adjust, right? I see what the defense is giving me. You going to leave that open? Okay, I'm going to take it right now.
They'll send the back in motion. Dropping back, it's Dampier. Dumps it off in the flats. Now the connection takes it to the 11.
This guy's done a lot of good things early this year throwing the football. With that last completion, that now takes him over 1,000 yards passing for the year.
He'll pull it on the read. And he rolls into the house. Touchdown, Hurricane!
The defense has got to do a better job of taking the most dangerous man. That's the guy with the football in his hands. Force him to do something with it. You can't just let him keep the ball and go score.
And the extra point makes it 14-0.
Miami, 14, USC, 0.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. They're lining up in the Wildcat. Let's see what they have dialed up for this one. On the snap, it's Jordan. And some room to work. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. They finally make the stop, and the defense out of sorts against that Wildcat. They give up a big play. We thought we'd see a little Wildcat formation in this spot, and here it is. Direct snap. It's Jordan. There he goes. They bring him down, and that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays.
And listen, the offensive line has to do their job, but a really good job by the running back, understanding where his hole is. Go hit it, get the first down, don't mess around. Nice job following his hole, getting positive yards.
He's got it out of bounds at the 41-yard line.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
They'll give it to the back. Finding an escape route. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Wow. 4 plays on this drive by the offense. They already got 3 first downs. We knew they had a lot of playmakers coming into this game, and they're showing that right now. This defense is going to have to make a play at some point here.
The quarterback can pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41.
And you don't want to see this trend continue. Last week he was sacked 4 times. The offensive line, this offense as a whole, needs to get in better situations, get rid of the football faster.
And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. Zings it complete to the right. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. They'd hope to get him in space, create running room, and there just wasn't anything there.
Yeah, I love the third down, aggressive, in-your-face defense, not giving you any room to run down the field. Great job by the defense. They saw the throw, the quick pass, reacted to it, got him on the ground for a loss.
The Trojans will try to move the sticks on fourth down. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Looking to the big tight end. Working the big fella to the corner. Ball is loose. Recovered by the defense, and he's off. At the 35, he's loose. Touchdown, Miami! And they turn it into a defensive score. These guys are really hitting their stride in week 4 as they push out that lead.
Nice job by the defense forcing the fumble. That took the perfect bounce right into the DB's hands. He shows you the speed and takes it back all the way for a touchdown. That was the definition of a fortuitous bounce.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Jacobs. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. One man in the backfield, and he gets it. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. And the Canes will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. He'll bring it out. It's Jacobs. Stopped at the 29, but found a little running room after coming out of the end zone. This Trojan offense is ready to go back to work. They come into this third quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak, and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting...
Turning it on! Finding a way to put that foot in the ground and get it up to the 37-yard line. And the Trojans want to pick up the tempo. Throws for the tight end. A strike downfield. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance. The Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. The give to the tailback. Fighting off the defender. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go.
Throws toward the end zone. And this was knocked away incomplete, and that's probably a good thing for this defense because they were in the neutral zone, and that was a free play. As a defense, you hate to let them move the chains on a penalty, but that's what they did. It's 1st and 10. Use the play fake. Now to throw. Gets it out quickly. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here.
Well, it's a nice job, too, of the quarterback after the play fake there, getting his eyes down the field. He had to get that to his tight end quickly, knowing he wasn't going to have a lot of space to run with.
Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab.
Man, I love those guys that are willing to put their body on the line. And he does it right here, man. Just lays out. That ball's coming in. You can see it from several yards out, making that play, laying out, keeping the football from touching the turf. Great concentration, great effort by the receiver.
And the Trojans are threatening on 1st and goal.
Military stun.
Quarterback Steve trying to power his way ahead for a few. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Well, this is very interesting because now down here in the red zone, you know it's not going to be easy throwing it because the windows are small. Can they run?
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Southern Cal! Great example of how a second half can really change everything for a team.
No doubt. First half looked bad. It looked like it was bleak. It looked like it was ugly. But now you're starting to get it turned around. More drives like this is what's needed.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Coming out with it, it's Brown. He only needs a sliver of daylight. Oh, what vision. Wide open, and it's a foot race. They won't get him. It's a touchdown. Well, maybe they thought if they kicked it into the end zone that he wouldn't dare bring it back. Instead, he just dared them to tackle him, and nobody could. What an explosive return.
And those guys got so much speed, they ain't scared. And you could tell, takes it out, good blocking, give them a little crease, and you could see the speed. You don't put slow guys back deep. You don't see Jesse Palmer returning kicks. No, 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 no. You see the fast guys, and you see an open space, and boom, he's gone.
They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And guys, USC has the ball back and sending the offense onto the field. Trailing by 3 touchdowns. If you're going to get back in it, David, the time to start is right now.
Got to start now. Defense giving up points on that last possession. Again, the offense is going to have to score, and Jesse probably score pretty quickly.
Yeah, you got to go tempo. You're going to have to try to fit in as many plays as you can throughout the rest of this game. But I think more than that, you got to eliminate the negative plays. No more penalties and no more turnovers.
Finds that crease, and he's got 4 out to the 29. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Off play action. Picked off. What a play to set him up. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception.
You know, I like the decision by the quarterback in terms of where he was going with the ball. Just don't like the accuracy. That was not good location on the throw. Got away from him a little bit, and the defense able to come up with a big pick.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. And if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. A great job in the base defense making a play.
Looking to throw, it's Dampier. Moves away as he feels pressure. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Well, that was a weird one because I think running back screen was called, but the quarterback just saw an open receiver downfield and said to himself, hey, I got an open guy. I'm just going to take it.
A 1st and 10 for this offense. He wants it all. And that one is right on target if his target was the first row.
Yeah, and those quarterbacks have the opportunity with those RPOs. They can quickly give it to the running back and make it a run, and he pulls it. I'm not sure it's the right decision, or maybe he just didn't get his feet set and everything went well, but obviously that play didn't work real well.
Grabbed in the middle. It's Carr. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
And they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. Using his feet. Touchdown, Canes! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
The defense knew coming into this game they were going to have their hands full. Not only did they have to worry about these running backs in the running game, they had to worry about the quarterback as well. On designed runs and on scrambles, they didn't have an answer for him right there.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Boys, expect the unexpected in college football, and for some, this update could fall under that category. Penn State delivered the knockout blow, and I think the defense might have been the story here. LeVar Arrington, Shane Conlon, Jack Ham. There's another stud there at linebacker U. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Under fire. The throw. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And this just hasn't been his day, man. He's already thrown some interceptions and leaving the ball short, like just not getting to his receiver. He's got to do something to change the mojo up, because right now he's not playing well, and at this rate, he might be going to the pine.
To the air. It's Mayava. Got his man. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the 1st down. The Trojans moving quickly to the line. Quarterback on the keeper. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's got to hurt if you're the offense, because you're thinking with this quarterback and his size and his athleticism, that's going to be an easy 1st down pickup on the option play. But how about the physicality up front by this defense?
Catches it past the sticks and still on his feet. Well, they just drained all the suspense out of the 4th down conversion, moving the chains easily. And the Trojans will snap it on 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Gonna take a shot, and he is finding wide open defenders all over the field. His 3rd interception of the day. He is finally out of bounds, but he was smelling that end.